Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, A Sound of a Cry Cometh from America. A sound of a cry cometh from America. You know, these are devastating times that this country is facing and going forward, that they're going to have to see, and they're seeing it right now, but it's going to increasingly get worse. You know, the perilous times are right around the corner. You know, you have all these different crises that's going on. You have all, it's like crisis after crisis. You see, I want to get a quick article too. Just a quick hit. I don't want to make this too long. Just a quick hit through the power and the spirit of YAHAWAHSHI. You have all these crises going on. The Lord told you, or the Lord pretty much is destroying this country. He's destroying this country economically, spiritually, educationally, socially and militarily. He's destroying this place, America. You see? It's facing judgment. Let me get this quick article. This is Forbes. The article. This was a couple weeks ago. It says the U.S. Army can't attract able minds or able bodies. It's fixed. Bump recruiting funds, loosen tattoo policies, and launch a prep course. You see, it says they can't attract like-minded, pretty much soldiers. They can't attract, these kids. Look what they've done to the people. Esau has dumbed down his own people. The kids don't have no morals. They don't have no standards. They don't have no integrity. They don't want to do nothing. They just want to play video games and hang out and party, have sex and eat food. That's it. Not have a care in the world. That's because of what Esau has promoted in his country, man. Look at what he's done. That's why I did a video ago. It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people. And the Lord also says, your own wickedness shall correct you. Roughly paraphrasing it. Your own wickedness will correct you. So what you do wickedly is going to come back and it's going to be your correction. You see? Call Halayim La Yahawah by YAHAWAHSHI. Let me get this article. It says, and it reads, almost nobody wants to join the army, and the majority of Americans who might enlist are too physically unfit and too poorly educated to qualify. Like I said, you look what you've done to your people. You poison the food. You're spraying chemicals in the air. You promote adultery and fruit cup community activities. You lie to the people. I mean, you don't look what you've done to your country, Esau. You pretty much your lifestyle promotes death, man. And on top of that, you lie. You got people out here working 14 hours, people getting paid from $14 to $21 an hour, a regular American little job or something, and they're working 14 hours And, you know, you got people that can pay their car enough, just their check only covers to pay their car bill and their rent, and they're broke. You see? And then you're over here funding, you know, giving billions to a whole nother country. You got homelessness here. You know, all this, you know, Esau, if he was righteous, he could do something about, but he don't want to do that. If he was righteous, but he's the devil. It says, almost nobody wants to join the army, and the majority of Americans who might enlist are too physically unfit and too poorly educated to qualify. As a result, the army can't get enough people to turn into soldiers, and it's shrinking. This military is shrinking. They're going to have to do a draft. And you hard-headed, you know, especially you 2/3 Jakes, you little nappy head, hard-headed, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you know, ripping and running in the street, you know, doing all manner of evil and wickedness, you know, robbing and stealing and committing adultery and being disrespectful to your parents. The Lord got something lined up for you, because they're gonna have to draft, and you young women. You young women are they gonna draft women and men? That's from that 17 to 24. It says that and it reads, that reality was articulated in a Department of the Army memo released last Friday, signed by Army Chief of Staff General James C. McConville and Secretary of the Army Christine E. Wormuth. The memorandums opening paragraph calls the state of the recruiting market the most challenging since the all-volunteer force was established in 1973. According to the Army, only 23% of 17 to 24-year-old Americans are fully qualified to serve. It struggles to attract mentally and physically qualified recruits is driven in part by the post-COVID labor market, intense competition with the private sector, and a declining number of young Americans interested in ununiformed services. These young ones, they don't want to serve this country, you know. And on top of that, you know, a lot of the people are woke to what's going on in this country. You know, Esau has lied his way, you know, Esau has lied, man. Esau has lied. The Lord called Esau the father of lies. He was born speaking lies, you see. And then on top of that too, I just seen, you know, schools are struggling. They're about to cut this school lunches, you know, because the food costs so much, and the menus in school are shrinking, you know, and due to the famine, the lack of water, and the supplies, and you know, this thing is going to become a major problem here. This is going to spiral so out of control, you know, and this is where the destruction comes. Let me get to the scriptures. America is done, man. This place is finished. Anybody who got hopes and dreams in this place, you're gonna perish right along with it. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47:1, and it reads, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." You see, America has been tender and delicate, you know, over these handful of, you know, 200 years, and I'll just say the past 70, 80 years. You know, 70, A good, they 70 years, they've been, these last 70 years, America has, they've been good. Everybody wants to come here. The movies, the celebrity, the attractions, the money. You can make it here. The land of the so-called free. Unlimited food, clean water. No, there's no war here. Salakia. Salakia. There's no war here. That's why it's been tender and delicate, but that's all about to change. Let me go to the next script. What is that? Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 45. Or Salakia. Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50. Jeremiah 50 and 30, and it reads, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. See? Because you're gonna have these young men and women out there that they draft, and they're gonna send them over there, to the war in that valley of Jehoshaphat, and they ain't coming back here to America. That's gonna be it. They're gonna try to give you a 2-week training, and they're gonna send these young men out there, Jakes too. 2/3 of you Jake, you young men and women, and these other Americans that so-called love this country or want to upraise or uplift this country. They're gonna draft. The draft is coming. They're gonna draft you young men and women. They're gonna draft you young men and women, and they're gonna send you over there to for the battle of World War III, and you ain't coming back. And that's why the Lord said, therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith YAHAWAHSHI. It says, behold, 31, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. America is proud, saith YAHAWAHSHI, God of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee. And the Lord is visiting this place through all these different crises. It's him doing it. It's YAHAWAHSHI, the Lord doing it. 32, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up, and I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all round about him. See, the Lord said, and none shall raise him up. There's nothing. I don't care who you can put 10 presidents in at one time. There's nobody that's going to be able to save this country. It's nobody, because this is through the power of the Lord, of YAHAWAHSHI, the God of Israel. You see, judgment is coming. Judgment is here. 32. Oh, Salakia, 33. It says, thus said YAHAWAHSHI, God of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. And that goes for the northern tribe and the southern tribe. That's Israel and Judah. The southern tribe is the so-called Negroes. That's Judah, or Salakia. The southern tribe represents the Negro tribe. The northern tribe represents the Latino and Native American Indian tribe. That's Israel and Judah. You see? Salakia. That's Israel and Judah. The southern tribe represents the Negro tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. The northern tribe represents the Latino and the Native American Indian tribes, the northern tribes, the other 9 tribes. And we have been oppressed together right here in this place. Then the barrio, the ghetto, the slums, going to the worst public schools. We live right next door to each other and hardly talk. Some of us get along, some of us don't, and we're oppressed here. We are completely oppressed here. It's the northern tribe and the southern tribe, most populated in the American prison system is the northern tribe and the southern tribe. You see, it says 34. Their Redeemer is strong, saith YAHAWAHSHI, Lord of hosts, is his name. He shall truly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquit the inhabitants of Babylon. 35. A sword is upon the Chaldeans, a sword is upon this land, saith YAHAWAHSHI, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men. All your government, all your military, the Lord is going to utterly slay. 36. A sword is upon the liars, and they shall dote. A sword is upon her mighty men, and they shall be dismayed. You see, and the Lord is bringing this famine. The Lord is bringing famine, death, and destruction. You see, the Lord said he's going to increase the famine upon you till you are destroyed. This famine and this chaos and this time coming in these latter days are going to be so bad that the men are going, their hearts are going to fail. Grown men, big men, that they can't take it. The Lord said the time is coming where it's going to be so bad that men should seek death. That's how bad it's going to be, huh? They're going to want to kill themselves. I got one more and I'm going to close out. Call Halayim La, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Call Halayim La, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. Let me go, I'll close out with this. Joel 2 and 4, and it reads, because this is the ultimate judgment that's coming to this place. This is the ultimate judgment. Like the Lord said, if you beat the famine, you beat the pestilence, you beat all the chaos, violence, you're not going to beat this. Because like he said, fleeing from a lion, or what did he say? Fleeing from a bear, roughly paraphrasing it, fleeing from a lion, dodging a bear, and then coming into the house, putting your hand on the wall and get bit by the serpent. You see that you escaped the famine. You beat the pestilence. You beat the chaos and violence. But then finally, nope, here come the missiles. Joel 2 and 4, and it reads, the appearances of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. See, let me hop over to 9. These last 2 and I'll close out. And it reads, 9, they shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. They just coming from everywhere. 10, I'm going to close out with this. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Call Halayim La, Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. This is what's coming. These are the last 3 prophecies that we got to go through. That Jacob's trouble, that CHIP, the charagma, the technology that they're going to try to put in you Americans, and around this globe, the technology, the RFID chocolate chip, they're gonna mandate this. That's coming. When that gets mandated, and then World War III is gonna happen. You see, and then any day after that, YAHAWAHSHI is coming. You see, so this is it. This is it. But until then, the famine's gonna get worse. The economy's gonna crash. You see, the water, the race riots. You know, the plagues, the diseases. You know, people are gonna go against each other when his food get low. You know, I mean, blackouts. This thing is it's over here, man. It's over. So, you know, call Halayim La Yahweh Shai, and the Lord's coming back to deliver the elect out of the house of Israel, out of the lost 12 tribes of Israel. You see? So you know, just keep praying and fasting, and you know, keep praying and watching. You see? But this is over here in this place, man. It's done. But I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, BASHAM, YAHWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakak, Wadash. Hopefully you're edified. I don't want to watch this. I'll come back with another lesson. Shalom, Israel.